In a year that stretched our hearts and our resolve, we chose to rise. It would have been easy to turn inward, to let despair or exhaustion quiet our hope. But you didn't let that happen. You stayed present. You stayed courageous. When the world felt darkest, you were the beacon of light that guided the movement. And because of that, nearly 2 billion animals were spared the worst suffering that factory farming inflicts. Not someday, not eventually. This year. When we hold our gaze steady on truth and compassion, the world begins to shift. And this year, it did.
We exposed the truth they tried to bury. Factory farming hides in the shadows, so we flooded it with light. Our Got Misery investigation ripped back the curtain on the dairy industry's propaganda machine, the deception about happy cows and humane farming that Dairy Management Inc. has spent millions to sell. The footage was severe, the truth undeniable, and over 37,000 of you demanded they stop the whitewashing and tell the truth. Our SOS Yucatan investigation exposed extreme cruelty and environmental harm at 2 industrial pig farms supplying major companies in Mexico, sparking national attention and government action. After our footage aired, the region's federal environmental attorney temporarily shut down one facility, and more than 22,000 people joined local communities in demanding accountability and an end to these mega farms. We released Henrietta Finds a Nest, an award-winning animated film that turned one chick's journey from a factory farm to freedom, a story millions couldn't forget. Inspired by our true rescue, it's already winning hearts and awards, proving that when we make people feel the reality of these animals' lives, empathy is inevitable. And the world started paying attention. Rolling Stone, USA Today, Canada's National Observer, MSN, major media outlets told our stories. Stories of corporate accountability, systematic cruelty, and the movement demanding better. Every headline was a crack in the fortress factory farming has built around itself. But food companies are still trying to ignore us. We're just getting louder.
We pressured corporations to keep their promises. Companies love making pledges, they hate keeping them. So we made it impossible for them to hide. When companies tried to quietly backslide on their animal welfare commitments, we didn't let them. We tracked, we called out, we demanded receipts. As a result of our determination, more than 100 companies reported their progress publicly. Because your trust isn't given, it's earned by tangible action. The animals impacted, over 190 million hens used for eggs, and nearly 600 million chickens raised for meat are covered by stronger animal welfare policies. This means that hens will never be behind battery cage bars, unable to spread their wings, and chickens will never know the darkness and filth of barren sheds, the pain of breeding for rapid growth, or the terror of live shackle slaughter. Aldi Süd, one of the world's largest supermarket chains, announced that 95% of eggs across nearly all their global operations are now cage-free. A&W Canada finally made good on the cage-free commitment we helped them make back in 2016. When they tried to abandon it, we didn't let them. They reinstated it in 2021, and this year they delivered. Kavu Metro Incorporated, Sprouts Farmers Markets, and 23 other companies publicly shared progress on meeting the Better Chicken Commitment, the gold standard for chicken welfare.
We made kindness affordable and accessible. For too long, choosing compassion at the coffee counter meant paying a penalty, a plant milk tax that made kinder choices less accessible. For many, that ended this year. 6 and counting major coffee chains eliminated their plant-based milk upcharge across the United States. That's over 12,500 locations where oat milk, soy milk, and almond milk now cost the same as dairy. This isn't just about saving $1. It's about tearing down the barriers that make cruelty the default and compassion the luxury. Denny's and Starbucks launched new plant-based menu options. Accor, one of the world's largest hospitality groups, pledged to make 25% of their menu plant-based, and Xanterra Travel Collection, which feeds millions in America's national parks, pledged to make 50% of their menu plant-based. Even the U.S. military is joining the shift, committing to replacing all 4 vegetarian MREs with fully vegan options by 2027. When we make plant-based eating easier, more affordable, and more accessible, we don't just change menus, we change culture.
We convinced governments that plant-based eating is a climate solution. Industrial animal agriculture undeniably fuels the climate crisis. And this year, policymakers began to see the link. Our efforts led the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors to unanimously pass a motion expanding their plant-based food policy across 110 food service contracts, ensuring more plant-based options in county-run facilities. Through Alimentação Consciente Brazil, Mercy for Animals now reaches over 1,000 public schools, serving millions of plant-based meals each year, including over 25 million annually in Rio's new pilot for over 650,000 students. Additionally, we help launch the Food Systems NDC Scorecard, a groundbreaking initiative to hold governments accountable for integrating sustainable food systems into their national climate plans. No more greenwashing, no more ignoring the 500-pound pig in the room. This is what momentum looks like, turning moral arguments into policy and policy into action.
We built an exit ramp for factory farming because the ultimate solution isn't reforming factory farms, it's ending them. Transformation continued building a future where farmers don't have to choose between their livelihood and their conscience, or be at the mercy of big meat companies. This year, we supported the transition of a second pig CAFO, this one in Iowa, published 11 new tailored resources ready for farmers to leave the system, and celebrated 1 year of growing at our North Carolina demonstration hub. Every farmer who transitions is proof that another world is possible, and we're paving the road to that world.
We grew an unstoppable movement, 110 leaders, one unbeatable global network of volunteers, each one a force multiplier for compassion, building power in their communities, organizing events, coordinating actions, and proving that this movement isn't top-down, it's everywhere all at once. Because that's what movements do. They innovate, inspire, and overflow.
This is what hope looks like when we refuse to look away. When we persist, truth comes into the light. Investigations expose what's hidden. Corporations are held accountable. Farmers find new paths forward. Policies begin to shift. And people around the world choose compassion, even when it isn't easy. This is what hope looks like, and it's fueled by you. The world didn't get simpler this year, but together we grew stronger, more connected, more determined, more aligned with the future we know is possible. Because of you, Mercy for Animals continues building a world where animals are respected, protected, and free. Side by side with our supporters, we're changing what's possible for millions of beings. The animals are counting on us. The planet is counting on us. And we're here for the long haul together. Let 2026 be the year that cruelty loses more ground and compassion takes over. Meaningful change isn't just possible, it is already taking root.